Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna, and for those of you who are new here, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Here on my channel, I do planner and planner related videos with the occasional new release video of items that I've listed to my Etsy shop. And if that is of interest to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you hit that little notification bell, you will always be notified of when I do load a new video. And if you could also comment, like, and share, that would be amazing. So we are actually going to be setting up our cash envelopes for the month of June. This is my wallet here, and we will get to June. Now, in another video, I will be going through the rest of this, but today we're just going to be talking about cash envelopes. Now, as I do, so if we actually pop back to May, and this is the DIY Erin Condren Happy Planner Hybrid Budget Planner that I've made, and I'll link the video for that below. But I always fund the next month's cash envelopes with the last paycheck of the previous month. So we do have $200, and that's pretty standard. That's what it's been for a while now. So we have $200 that we're going to divvy up between the 4 weeks of June. And so as I do when I do my banking in May on that last paycheck of the month, I do take out my cash, and then this is a little envelope system that I've made just because I don't want to have all of this cash on hand. So every week I actually just refill my cash envelopes, but this is a little if you ever hear that noise, that means someone has favorited my Etsy shop. If you hear a cha-ching, that means someone has bought something from my Etsy shop. Personally, I'd rather hear more cha-chings than whatever that noise is, but at least people are looking at my Etsy shop. Anyway, so when I come back from the bank, I put the money in here. And then usually when I do the division between the different weeks, and this is a double-sided pocket, then I will do week 2 through 5 if applicable, because week 1 I'll be stuffing that day. And then I have a section here that I put for savings. That's where the weekly excess cash goes. And then I just have an extra pocket here because I was doing a $5 challenge, but I have a lot less that I am able to spend on a weekly basis. So I stopped doing that. And again, I've got this system here. Now I am in the process of making some of these pocket envelope dividers that can fit as small as the mini, but can also, of course, be inserted in a classic or a big. I'm in the final stages of them. It is a process, so I'll just be on the lookout for that, although I will do a release video when that is available. So I'll put this aside, and then of course I made the cover and the little crochet bow, and it's just easy for me to store this way. And let's see, because it's been a while since I've taken this out. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 120 in 20, so 120 in 20s. We've got 40 in 10s, and we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So $40 in 5s, and that is $200. It's nearly midnight when I'm filming this, so my brain is not on math. So in May, it was a 5-week cash envelope week. For June, it is only a 4-week envelope week. And I can do one of two things. I could either choose to bump up my weekly spending, so basically divide the $200 by 4, which gives me $50 a week, Or I could choose to just keep at the $40 a week and then automatically have $40 for savings. And right now, that's what I'm going to choose to do. And I'm hoping that's in frame. Now, I did some setup with some Erin Condren stickers, and I have to say, I'm not a fan. I love the look of them, but the quality of them, or at least the sticky part of it, is not so great. So I'm just using it up to use what I have, but I don't know that I'll be purchasing from them again. So like I said, I will be setting this up by way of $40 per week, and then there's just nothing, there is no week 5 of this month. And just to make it easy, we're gonna do $20 for each of the 4 weeks, and then this goes directly into our savings envelope. And then $10 here, it's like playing cards, so that's cool. And then $5 or $10 in every single week worth of 5s. So one we're going to keep right here because that's going to fund us for week 1. And then we'll get this guy out. And so I'm not going to use this side until later on this month. This goes in week 2. This goes in week 3. And this goes in week 4. And if you're new to my channel, every week what I do is I will reconcile that previous week's worth of transactions, and then I come in here and I pull out the next week. So this stays securely at home, so I don't have access to it, because I think the very first time I tried to do cash envelopes, I had all of the cash for like the 2 weeks I had remaining of that month in my wallet, and I spent it all. So knowing me, I know that I need to just not do that. So that goes here, and so we've already got $40 saved for the month, so that's good. And then what we'll do is, I won't do this math yet because I might try to change this up. So what I mean by that is, for last month, what we did was, well, let me just put this side by side. It's the whole purpose of making a hybrid, is I just did even amounts of $20 in spending, $10 in the office, and $10 towards toiletries. So for this upcoming week, I am starting with nothing because I spent everything. And what we're adding to spending is $20. For the office, I know I have to pick up more coffee cream, so I think $5 would be, oh no. And if you're wondering why I don't use the erasable pens, I live in Hawaii and it can get really hot here, and I don't want all of my hard work to disappear because it is heat sensitive. So if you use a Parku pen or a Pilot friction pen, you could actually lose your work, sort of, because you can put it in the freezer and it'll come back again, but that doesn't seem like a feasible idea to me. So I just use a regular pen and white out if I need to. So for this week, we're going to do $20 in spending, $5 in office money, and $15 in toiletries. And that's why I don't want to put an amount up here, because I don't know if that will change on a week-to-week basis. I guess it just depends. Because I know I'm starting out with 200. What the actual breakdown is, I'm not really sure, because we'll just figure this out. And then, as I've been doing, anything that is with an asterisk will be moved to savings. And I want to put 2 goals for this week specific to my budget planner. So for the first goal, I do want to try to save an additional $40 on top of the $40 we've already moved. So save at least $40, and that's $40 of cash envelope money, not just, figured out how to do it in my overall budget. And then the second goal, which hopefully will help me with the first goal, is I want 10 no spend work days. Now I'm pretty sure I made that goal for last month, but I didn't keep track of the days, but I can look at my transaction log and then I can backdate this, but I'm pretty sure there were 10 days that I did not spend anything, and I'm upping up for this month. Sorry, lost my train of thought, because this was just 10 days, hopefully shooting for weekdays, but this is actually 10 work days. So I'm not counting in the weekends where I typically don't spend a lot of money. And so that's my 2 budget goals for this month. Let's put a little check box there. And then as I do on this side on a weekly basis, what I'll do is reconcile my cash envelopes with the transaction log right here. And really, I don't really need to do this because on my dividers, I keep a log there. But for my purposes, it just helps me just really see where my money is going. Plus, on a month-to-month basis, I can refer back to this. So, I mean, it is a little bit of extra work, but I don't mind it. It helps me keep in the mind of focusing on my budget. So while we have this out, let's just put this where it goes. So spending, we will put the 20. Office, we have the 5, and then for toiletries, we do have 15, because there's a couple of things I'll need to replenish for my toiletry stash. And while I'm talking about that, I do have this that I will move forward. Actually, I'll move all of these forward because I haven't been keeping up with marking out my snowball. So let's move this to June. And what this is a cash envelope and sinking funds detail sheet where I figure out if there are items that I'll need to purchase for that month. Just because I think my toiletries, I don't necessarily, or I might not necessarily need $40 every single month. Some months there might be more or less, but I'm hoping this will help me keep track of that. So for June, I know I'm not going to need hairspray because I just bought that. And hair color, I'm good. Deodorant, I'm good. Razor, Vaseline, powder, I'm good. Face wipes, I'm going to need. Face wash, I'm good. Close-up, I'm good. That one, I'm good. So I get the face wipes, or that's the makeup removers, from Costco or Sam's, wherever I happen to be, or whoever's happening to go. I will need to get Vaseline, and I do actually need to pick up more of these. And toothpaste, actually, I picked up in May, so we don't need that there. So yeah, I'll have to see what it goes like, because then I might up office things, or I might up spending, or I'll have more to save. either way. But I mean, I do want to keep track of that. I do have a free printable of this on my blog. You can go ahead and check it out. The link will be below. And then this last page here will actually be the June recap, but I will actually do that right before I do the recap. I have yet to do the May monthly recap, but that's because I need to access some things and it wasn't available when I checked earlier. But depending on how this one goes, I may want to have the exact same format for this one, or I might actually want to change it up. So I don't want to set in stone right now before I know what it is I actually need. But that is my cash envelope setup for June. We are all prepared for these other weeks by way of the cash, and then the next time you see one of the June cash envelope videos will be a unstuffing if there is anything left, and then the transaction log as I've been doing, and again 2 goals, budget goals for this month. Washi is just coming up. I mean, it's really cute, but it's not really sticky. Maybe the weight of the book will help it stick. I don't know. Anyway, guys, this is it for me for this. And as always, aloha.